What's going on, everyone? Coach Aaron here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is the incline barbell bench press. Now, the incline barbell bench press is a great exercise for developing your chest, your anterior delts, as well as your triceps. Now, just keep in mind that there's going to be different inclines when you're doing your pressing. So general rule is if you have a higher incline, the higher you're going to be working your chest. If we have a low incline, the lower you're going to be working your chest. Furthermore, I'm a big believer in the incline press. I think it is a great exercise for developing your chest as well as putting more pounds on your bench press. For those reasons, I think, in my opinion, you should include some type of incline press in any upper body day or even after your main bench press routine. For the setup for the incline bench press, it's going to be very similar to your regular bench press. I actually made a video on how to do the barbell bench press, so if you want, go check that out. I'll put the link up top. But the setup is very similar, and I'm going to go briefly over it once again. So first things first, make sure you have your bench set up properly and that your J cups or J hooks are in the proper position. So if you have a high incline, pretty much the J cups are going to be a little more up. If you have a low incline, they're going to be a little more down on the power rack. Keep in mind that you want to position the bench so that way your eyes are underneath the barbell. The next thing you want to do is sit down on the bench and get your foot positioned. So usually what you want to do is have your foot right underneath your knee. I find this usually helpful just because we can get some leg drive when we're doing the press. Next, before grabbing the bar, you're going to put your shoulders in the right position. So same thing as the bench press, what you're going to be doing is grabbing the rack, pushing up against it, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and then depressing them. This is going to make sure that our shoulders are in the right position and that they are safe when pressing. The other thing that I want to mention is get a good arch when you're doing the incline press. Just like the bench press, you want to have a nice arch so that way you can lift a little more weight. So when you're doing the incline press, don't be afraid to use an arch. Now that we have our arch, our feet and our shoulders are in the right position, then we can start to grab the bar. You can use whatever grip you want, wide, narrow. Preferably what I like to use is a middle grip, but you can use the grip that you use for your bench press. Just keep in mind, the wider you go with your grip, the more chest you're going to use. With the narrow grip, you're going to be using more triceps and shoulders. Now, one key tip that I made in my bench press video and applies to this is keep your eyes underneath the bar. Pretty much the barbell should be right in line with your eyes. This is going to make sure that we're not hitting the J cups when we're pressing up, as well as if we have to rack the bar, we don't have to overextend and pretty much throw our shoulders back to rack the bar. In a way, this makes it comfortable for when we have to unrack the bar. Now, once we unrack the bar, before we start the movement, we have to create torque in the shoulders and we have to bend the bar. So what I want you to do is imagine that you're bending the bar in half, and what I want you to do is I want you to wrench your shoulders or wrench your elbows in. Pretty much we're creating torque by wrenching our elbows in. Once you do those two things, you can start the descending phase. So pretty much what you want to do is simultaneously break out the elbow and the shoulder when going down. You're going to stop the movement when you hit your chest. Once you hit your chest, then you're going to press the bar back to its original position. You're going to do this for about how many reps as you want, depending on your goals. But remember, you have to press the bar to its original position. Don't press the bar away from you. Press it straight up, back to its original position, so that way you can repeat the movement once again. Key thing to keep in mind is when you're lowering the bar, make sure you take a big breath, and then when you push the bar, exhale out. Another thing that I like to mention is when you're bringing the bar down, try to puff your chest up as much as you can. That way we keep our shoulders nice and tight. Usually when we press up, sometimes our shoulders will unfold and we'll lose that tightness in our upper back. Now, a question that you might ask is, which incline is better for building my bench? And in my opinion, I think any incline is fine. They're going to do the same job, except they're just going to work different muscles. The real thing is you need to put in the volume. If you have more volume, chances are you're going to build your bench. Now, needless to say, if your whole goal is to target different body parts, then I would suggest experimenting with different inclines. So if your whole goal is to develop more of your upper chest and your delts, then use a higher incline. If your whole goal is to develop your triceps and your pecs, then use the lower incline or a flat bench. Doesn't really matter. But in the end of the day, if you're trying to build your bench, you got to bench. That's the end of it. Again, these exercises can enhance the bench press. They can be a great supplemental exercise for helping you bench more weight. Now, the other thing that you can do is use dumbbells when you're doing the incline press. Great thing about dumbbells is that you can alternate your grip. So for instance, if I'm doing a dumbbell incline bench press, I can use like a hammer grip and just press like that, or I can use like a 45-degree grip. You know, there's not that one option with the barbell. You can use dumbbells. So I'm not obligated always to use the pronated grip with the straight bar. I can use other grips, and this comes in handy when you have pain in your shoulders. So you can always train around pain if you wanted to. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you have any questions, comment down below. Other than that, I'll catch you guys next time.